I do jujitsu for a lot of reasons. First off, I just want to say that most of my background in training has been a military athlete style of training. I've done a lot of running, rucking, lifting, climbing mountains, CrossFit type workouts. I've done a lot of that most of my adult life. So there was a point in my life where I was changing chapters. I was getting out of the military and I was getting into entrepreneurship and I was stepping into it full time. And I was doing it, I was challenging myself. I was attempting to run 8 consecutive marathons every single day for 8 days. I wanted to find out where I would physically be broken at, what my capacity was. So I put this challenge together and I went out and I attempted it. Well, I got about to day 5 before my body really started breaking down. And then I pushed through the remainder 3 days and it was really ugly and I had to use some additional equipment to finish it. Like one of my runs was on a treadmill a little bit, then I had to get on the elliptical. My feet were really blown out, so the final workout I had to do part of it on a bike. It was really bad, but I met my goal. I found my limit. And after that happened, my feet were a little bit damaged and I needed something else to sink my teeth into to keep training. And I considered jiu-jitsu because I knew that there wasn't a lot of heavy impact running. Jiu-jitsu was also something that I kind of watched from afar and always admired. I always was one of those people that said, hey man, that looks like a great thing to do. I would love to do that sometime. But I never really pursued it. So after that 8-day challenge, I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go try jiu-jitsu. So I showed up to day 1 of jiu-jitsu. We go in the gym, and we do about a 15 to 20 minute warm up. Okay, we do about 20 minutes worth of instruction where we're practicing technique. Okay, and then we do some flow rolls, like 10 minutes worth of flow rolls where you're just kind of lightly rolling with people. All right, and then we go live for 10 minutes. Okay, we do 10 minutes of hard rounds, right? And the next day I couldn't get out of bed. It felt like I got hit by a truck. And here I was, this military athlete, or at least I thought I was an athlete, and I couldn't get out of bed the next day. And at that moment, I was hooked. I was like, man, this is hard. I need to conquer this. So I put a plan into place. I set some goals, and I started pursuing jiu-jitsu. And that became really addicting for me to work through the highs and the lows and the challenges of training jiu-jitsu. What I was able to accomplish was I got very, very aggressive about my goals. I started stacking as many hours as I could in a day. And whether that was studying film, going into practice, whatever it took, I just wanted to accumulate as many hours as possible. And I set a target. I said, hey, I'm gonna strive to get 300 hours in. And I'm just gonna work my ass off to get them. And so I did that. What ended up happening is I earned my blue belt in 7 months, which normally takes people about 18 to 24. And so I share that because what that journey enabled me to do is it enabled me to teach my clients in Conquer Academy about goal setting and achievement. And I taught them in real time. So what has jiu-jitsu done for me? Why do I train jiu-jitsu? It gives me an outlet to train myself, but also for my clients to teach them how to approach a goal and get through it as quick as possible, because that's what most people want to do. So yeah, that's why I train jiu-jitsu. Some other reasons why I train jiu-jitsu is for the community. Okay, human beings, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, you're not designed to live alone. Okay, I'm very introverted. It might not seem like that, but I am. People take a lot out of me. It's hard for me to engage with multiple people throughout the day and not be completely drained, okay? When I want to recharge, I need to be alone. However, human beings are pack animals. We're designed to be in tribes and engage with others. So jiu-jitsu, what it's done for me is it's given me a place to get the community that I need, the support that I need as a human in a way that's natural for me and doesn't take a lot of energy from me, okay? Because when I go into jiu-jitsu practice, there's community, but the pressure's not on me to perform for everybody. Everybody there is there together to succeed and win. So that gives me the interaction that I need without the pressure. So jiu-jitsu, yeah, a lot of it is about the community. One other reason why I do jiu-jitsu is because it keeps me humble. Okay, you could be doing great one day, shitty the next. You're constantly learning, you're constantly challenged. And what I find is that when my ego starts getting out ahead of me, jiu-jitsu finds a way to kind of bring me back and reel me in. And that helps me in business. It helps me as a leader. Because far too many times, do we as leaders, we let our position kind of get ahead of us, right? And you can end up, your ego can really start taking control when you're in that position, and bad things can happen. You can maybe overstep somebody or overspeak somebody, and maybe they take it, but really they shouldn't have to. And you should be humble enough to know that your position doesn't really matter and that person matters. So jiu-jitsu, it keeps me humble. It really does.